Hey, what's up? I'm Chris Koon, and this is Put Me in the Picture Promotion. Kind of always been surrounded by music my entire life. I grew up doing church theater and school theater, but so music was always there and something I loved, but I never really felt confident in my own voice until a couple years ago. Well, it kind of just hit me, and there came a point where I realized what a strong passion I had for it, and I knew that it was something I wanted to do. I guess the real answer would be I started choir my junior year of high school, which was a few years ago. But yeah, it wasn't until the last couple of years that I really started singing and feeling comfortable enough to kind of share my voice with other people. So recently, a couple of years, I'd say. I think that it was more along the lines of me just wanting to keep growing as a performer and really get into something that I'd wanted to do my entire life but never really felt confident enough to do. And I had a lot to learn about my voice, and I knew that music was always something I wanted to get into, but it kind of was just a timing thing. It was kind of me feeling comfortable with my voice and feeling like I was having something to say and just wanting to continue to grow and challenge myself. And so that's kind of why I decided to spend a lot of time focusing on my music. And obviously, I mean, I grew up doing musical theater, so there's always going to be acting, dance, and music. I don't think that you really have to set yourself up to limit your potential and limit your possibilities. I think that you can do a little bit of everything as long as you make smart choices and do projects that you feel strongly about. I think that passion shines through. I think a lot of music inspires me. Graham Colton is kind of singer-songwriter, totally different style of music than me, but I'm a huge fan of him. Kyle Cruz, he's an independent artist, so talented. Darren Hayes from Savage Garden, Shania Twain, Kelly Clarkson, love her. Jonas Brothers, obvious influence, just because I kind of got to share in their journey a little bit. Gosh, I'm trying to think who else. Fairbridge, they're an indie band. They are no longer together, but they're so good. The Cab, I just started recently listening to them, and I really, really like them as well. So I'm pretty widely influenced, I'd say. I think the whole process for writing and recording Yo-Yo was kind of funny for me because I'd been in the parking lot of a grocery store a couple days before I went to go record at like 1 in the morning, and I was kind of frustrated and going through a lot of personal crap, and people kind of just like stringing me along and pulling me in a million different directions, and I was kind of just fed up and frustrated with it, and I was kind of like, you know what, I'm better off dealing with this on my own, and I don't know, I'm kind of just tired of being yo-yoed. And so then, a couple days after that, I go to West Virginia to record and co-write with my new producer, and it was so funny because we'd kind of come up with the music relatively quickly, and I was like, we came up with this snarky, kind of like edgy riff on the keyboard, and then we added the drums, and I was like, dude, I love that. So anyway, we came up with that, took a break, went to lunch, and we're kind of talking about different things we wanted to write about and that sort of thing, and we were shooting down every idea that we had, and we were not really loving anything we were coming up with, and I was kind of filling him in on what I was going through at the time, and so anyway, it gets really quiet, and my producer Jack is like, what about a yo-yo? And I was like, dude, grabbed my phone, showed him the lyrics that I literally had written about a yo-yo, and it kind of wrote itself, you know. We kind of just built around the lyrics I had in my phone, and the song came together relatively quickly. So it was kind of a traditional process of writing, but it was, I'm happy with how it turned out, and I feel like I got to say a lot of what I wanted to say, and I'm really happy with how the song turned out, so hopefully people like it. Yeah, the EP is going to be called Electric, and it's based off of one of the songs on the EP. And I just kind of wrote it after a trip to Chicago I had, and went to West Virginia to record, and so there was a lot going on in my life at the time, and I just kind of feel like this song is really representative of what I was going through. So yeah, and it fits the style of music too, so it's cool.